Well, the reason I wanted God to bless me with 500,000 and half a million, so I could be independent financially. So I could be financially independent. That's why I wanted God to bless me with half a million. The reason that, you know, I came to the conclusion as being a grown male to want grown grown woman in a relationship because it's something I haven't had ever as being 42 years old. Growing up with family members, neighbors, friends, I still love them all. I still love them. But it's time for me to move on to new relationships with grown, of age women. I love these people around here. But I mean, you really can't. Well, I try to. I don't really like approach like every woman I see. I really don't. I don't. I don't approach women I see that I can, but I just don't. I did when I was like younger, like my teenage years and my 20s, but eventually I just stopped. You know, I was talking to women like when it was necessary. Now, now I don't. I don't. I do not approach women to see if I can get somewhere because I don't do that because when you turn 42, that's like I don't want these women in Battle Creek, Michigan, and America, and the world thinking I just don't want a woman thinking like creep shit. I'd rather you know when it's appropriate, necessary to talk to a grown woman. That's how I feel is the right thing to do, appropriate thing to do. But I just in public, I see a lot of good-looking women, looking at me and smiling, but I still keep my distance. I keep my distance because I'd rather them approach me and spark up a conversation with me because these days, even back, they just you know sometimes approaching a woman works out for some dudes. It don't work out for every dude, and I know this because I got experience. I bet there's some women in between probably 21 to 35 that know about me, but their parents or their people, um, it's either they don't like me or they tell them, that, you know, maybe they might tell them lies about me. And the thing is, let me. I need you guys to understand what I'm saying. I need everyone, including God, to understand. I know, you know, women in public and in the community and in public places. That's a whole different character than what goes on elsewhere, and I know it. The thing with me is I don't have in my life. I I'm a full time active, community member throughout Battle Creek, Michigan, America, the world, the Kingdom of God. I'm a full time active person. I don't have any, I really, anytime I do anything like the woman do or any other dudes, oh, we're gonna call the cops because we don't like how you're talking and acting. You guys understand what I'm saying? I always have to talk right, act right, or I get locked up, or somebody gets mad at me. I know you women don't like that. I don't like it. And that's one of the reasons why women's people and parents don't like me. Because, God made me, stand and act appropriate my whole life. I know you women don't like that superior power. I'm sorry, there ain't nothing I can do. Either you women deal with the way I am, the way my family raised me, my community, God, or, I'll just remain like this until I die or live. But I'll never have relationships with women, and I'm not, sexuality in God's realm is different than the world. I'm sorry. I got a superior, you know, spirit and soul of God. A lot of women can't tolerate, just like I can't tolerate me, like I can't tolerate them. But there's a lot of women got to change their way of acting and talking when they're around me, and the words that come out of their mouth. Because anybody around here that I try pulling that shit with, they want to fight, or they want to call the cops to get me locked up. That's the thing. And anytime I say anything that any other male would say to a woman, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna call the cops, or we're gonna have somebody beat you up." But then again, other males do it daily and get away with it. I see older males than me, more out of line than me, get more money and more women. I'm not mad about this shit. I need all women in Battle Creek, Michigan, America, the world. I need you guys to understand that, you got to start somewhere. A lot of my people say, don't give women money, you're just giving it to them. Like, look, you guys, where I'm at now, people are beyond that point. Because no one is giving me a chance to do anything, especially women. They're not, you know what I'm saying? I'm being like, I make a lot of money, and I'm not being allowed to do what I can afford. I can afford to take a woman out every weekend and buy her a decent dinner and give her a ride, pick her up from her house, apartment, wherever, take her to any place they want to go in Battle Creek. Applebee's, Buffalo Wild Wings, downtown Battle Creek, Beckley Road. I can afford to do that. I can afford to do a lot of stuff, and I'm not being allowed to. So I got to go out in public on the weekends, during the week, by myself, looking stupid as hell by myself. And I know that's hurt my image in the kingdom of God by these women and these women's parents and these women's people denying me, neglecting me to have relationships with women. People better start thinking on the light side, the dark side and light side. I know what's up. I still love y'all, woman. I'm still gonna keep trying. Probably still keep on giving you money and being nice to you in public and shit like that.